Hey everybody, Jared here at Sonoma with the Cup Car. Just gonna give you guys a couple tips and tricks on this road course that's coming up. This our next Crown Jewel event. Technical road course here, a little bit difficult to understand, and it's got some nuances that are you need to know if you want to stay on track here. So I'm gonna go on my onboard here inside my car with we'll go half speed just so I can talk through everything and um, let you guys get a handle of this technical road course. So going here onto turn number one, or not turn, yeah, turn one. We'll say it's turn one. I try and get as close to this inside wall as I can without touching it. And I'm in fifth gear here, so I just kind of ease off the throttle, maybe a little bit of trail braking here, just start get the car rotated so I don't go into that concrete wall on the other side. But definitely you want to be as close to this inside wall as you can. Barely missing it right there. Now we start going uphill past the pit road entry cones. Here I start turning the car in and start downshifting. I try and get the car all the way over to those yellow lines as I can because I really want a wide entry into turn number two up here. So I'm going to keep turning down into second gear here just to use the engine braking on this uphill section, kind of letting gravity do the work on the uphill as well. But then I also don't ride this curbing up here. I'm like right on the edge of it where you can hear it, but I'm not on top of it because it'll start bouncing the car all over the place. Exiting all the way over near the rumble strips, but not on it, a little too far out for my liking, just a little too wide. And you go over this ledge, I go up into third gear and I start
The track
aiming
temperature is increasing.
as my
It's
crew
now
chief is talking.
102
I start
Fahrenheit.
aiming to this part. You see, I put maybe a tire in that dirt right there. Not an incident point or anything. But then I start riding on the edge of this curbing. You don't want to touch this one either. The curbing here at Sonoma, some of them are hit and miss. You don't want to touch it, especially this one up here. If you hit this one, it acts as a ramp. So you just want to be on the edge of it, over the crest. Keep all four tires planted to the racetrack as you go up over the hill, and then you start going down. As I go down here on the left hand of the yellow line, you can see a little dirt spot right there. See if I can, yeah, right in front. If you can see, it kind of covers up the yellow line. That's my braking zone into turn number five. Um, some people, it's a lock, wheel lock up corner where you just go straight or just go wide. But that little dirt spot on the racetrack, that's my braking zone. As I hit it a little too fast, I start downshifting down into second gear. Another one of these curbings that you want to miss. Just be on the edge of it. You don't want to get too much airtime here. You see, I clipped it just a little bit, but I didn't ramp off of it. Then you get your left side tires onto the curbing on the left hand side here, and you don't want to get all four tires on it, or it kind of feels like it uh, bounces the car up. Then right here, where these pylons, if I can get there, or the concrete barriers, where you see it starts changing colors from a gray to a white. That's another one of my braking zones here into turn number six. It's pretty sketchy. So it's something you guys want to practice is around where that color changes is when you need to start braking and getting on the brakes and downshifting. Down into second gear here, you can see I'm kind of deep into it before I actually downshift here into turn number six. Another one of those curbings that you can use just a little bit, but not a whole bunch. So see the arms are kind of crossed up as these cars don't really want to turn at this technical of a corner. But then you want to straighten out and you want to aim for that curbing, get the left hand side on like the little flat part there. You're going to see it kind of raise up
All right, Jared,
off
your
the
oil
apron
temperature is getting a bit high.
as I'm just sitting here talking. And now these curbings are pretty useful here. I kind of missed the first two. I don't really want to use them as much as Jason Landry might use. But these curbings I definitely use to help rotate the car. I get up on them and it just feels like it pulls the car through the corner like it's on rails. So I'll definitely be sticking some tires up on these curbings here. See, I'm right up on it. Maybe a little tire here and there in the dirt, but You want to be on those just to kind of help the car rotate a little bit off the throttle. Now you start going downhill. I start aiming for these apexes here, kind of the easiest part of the racetrack right here for me. Up into fourth gear, going into 8A here in the S's. I want to aim for this curbing on the left hand side. Don't want to get into the dirt or anything, or it'll pull you in. But I'm going to start braking here on this curbing, setting myself up for turn number 9 or turn number 10. Get up on the curbing here. Again, it helps you pull through the corner and everything, kind of get pointed in the right direction. And then when I get perpendicular to this curbing here, I hammer down and you start getting up to speed. Then right here, where this little line sticks out right where it starts, that's when I start braking, start downshifting here into the hairpin. Really hard braking zone. A lot of guys are going to lock up here. Some may keep going straight, some may not. But it's important to get that speed slowed down so that you can roll through this corner. Try and get onto the curbing. I'm not sure if I'm on it all the way because I couldn't really hear it when I was on it. But you want to be as close to those tire barriers as you can, kind of picking up the throttle as you exit out of this corner to pull your momentum out. Straighten it up, and then again, hammer down. Don't spin the tires or anything if you have to roll into it, but you want to start picking up the speed as this is almost wide open to the checkered flag and into turn number 1. So here again, want to be really close to those inside walls. Shave off as much speed as you can, almost like if it's an apron at Kansas or Vegas or anything. And out to the wall, cross the start finish line. There you go. A lap at Sonoma. 17.4 is what I got. So I'm going to go back, kind of rewind it. I'm going to let it play at full speed for the whole lap just so that you guys can hear the brakes and the downshifting and everything, and you can get a feel for what this track looks like at speed. So there you go, guys. That is my little track guide here for Sonoma. Really fun racetrack. If you can kind of tame it and stay on track, it's a good time. Very technical, and it just flows really good. If you are pretty lucky, as I hit a couple of these curbings up here. But hope you guys can learn a few things or two and maybe get some track time on there. Definitely free to help out if anybody needs some help. So don't forget to shoot me a DM if you need any of that help. If not, I'll see you guys on the racetrack.